Hello, and welcome to Life in the Roman Empire. I'm Zachary Mashburn, and today we're diving into the daily rhythms and routines of the Roman Empire. Not through myths or blockbusters, but through the eyes, words, and artifacts of the Romans themselves. So, how do we really know what life was like for ordinary Romans? What did they eat? How did they work? What did they worry about? The answers come from rich tapestry of primary sources, which are texts, artifacts, and even graffiti left behind 2,000 years ago. And of course, modern historians have spent generations interpreting these clues, giving us fuller pictures throughout their scholarship. Let's break it down section by section. First up, literary works. Imagine peeking into someone's inbox from 2 millennia ago. That's what we find in letters of Pliny the Younger. Pliny wrote about everything from troublesome neighbors to dinner parties and the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Then there are the sharp, witty satires of Juvenal, Martial, and Horace, giving us sometimes comical, sometimes cunning look at the Roman city life. If you're looking for modern analysis of these works, check out Joanne Shelton's As the Romans Did. It's a fantastic source book pairing ancient texts with insightful commentary. And for the big picture context, Mary Beard's SPQR places these personal voices within the sweep of Roman history. But Roman life wasn't all poetry and parties. Legal and administrative documents like the 12 tablets or the Digest reveal Romans navigated property, marriage, and even minor disputes. On scrapes of papyrus and carved stone, we find contracts, census records, and more. To untangle what these documents mean, Jane Gardner's Being a Roman Citizen is essential. She explores how laws shaped real lives, and Beryl Rawson's work on Roman families brings census data to life, showing us the everyday realities behind the numbers. Next, inscriptions. Imagine walking through an ancient city and reading messages carved into stone. Tombstones, public dedications, and even graffiti. Tomb epitaphs tell us about family occupation and hopes for the afterlife. Valerie Hope's Roman Death uses these epitaphs to explore Roman attitudes towards morality. For those curious about reading the inscriptions themselves, Alison Cooley's Cambridge Manual of Latin Epigraphy is a must-have guide. Some of the most vivid glimpses into Roman daily life come from archaeological finds, especially the cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum. Preserved in volcanic ash, these towns offer up everything from bakeries to bathhouses, along with household objects frozen in time. Imagine stepping into a Roman kitchen and finding bronze cooking pots still resting on the hearth, or delicate glass cups and terracotta oil lamps sitting on the dining table. In bedrooms, archaeological finds have uncovered wooden beds and even children's toys like carved bone dolls and tiny dice. These everyday items, such as pots, lamps, combs, and jewelry, let us see not just how Romans lived, but what they valued, cherished, and used in the course of an ordinary day. Mary Beard's The Fire of Benvirus is a brilliant, accessible look of what archaeological finds tell us about Roman habits from shopping to socializing. even Allison's Pepperonian household digs into artifacts themselves, piecing together the puzzles of daily routines. Don't forget the art, Franciscos and mosaics, colorful wall paintings and intricate floor designs depict everything from bustling markets to family dinners. These images are snapshots of Roman dreams and realities. John Clark's painting, The Horses of Roman Italy, shows how art and architecture reveal rituals and relationships. Catherine Dublin's work on mosaics helps us interpret the scenes and symbols embedded in Roman homes. Finally, we have the ancient historians, writers such as Suetonius and Tacitus. While they focused on emperors and politics, their works are peppered with anecdotes about food, festivals, scandals, and even street life. For a modern take on these storytellers, Catherine Edwards' The Politics of Immorality in Ancient Rome digs into how elite writers portrayed daily customs. And David Potter's The Roman Empire at Bay makes to life these accounts in the broader sweep of Roman society. So, whether you're reading a letter, a law code, a tombstone, or looking at a mosaic, you're connecting with real Romans, people with jobs, families, dreams, and even disappointments. And thanks to generations of historians, we can hear the voices more clearly than ever. All these sources I mentioned today, both ancient and modern, are great starting points if you want to dive deeper. And if you'd like a reading list or specific passages, check out the works cited. Thanks for joining me on this journey through Roman daily life. Until next time, keep exploring the echoes of world civilizations.